Welcome, and you are listening to ZhaoBook podcast. In this podcast, we will be displayed in English language.
Hello again, everyone. Welcome back to ZhaoBook podcast. Before we begin, can I ask you something? What do you like to do the most? The answer is obviously sleeping, right? Do you like sleeping? I like sleeping too. There's no need to do anything complicated. Just find a soft and comfortable spot. Isn't it obvious, darling? It's a bed. Then lay yourself down. Let the gravity pull you. Close your eyes and sleep. Snore if you want. Speaking of sleeping, I have a book specifically about it to talk about it. That book is Why We Sleep, written by Professor Matthew Walker. Before we get to the book, Professor Walker himself said that if you fell asleep while you're reading the book, thank you so much. The reason he said that is because the professor himself has already supported sleeping in the first place. Sleeping is good for your health, right? And he also said, you don't have to read the context in a chronological order. You can swap or skip reading it. Right? Briefing's over. Let's start. Let's start with section 1. Have you ever asked yourself that? How does your body know when the time you should sleep and you should wake up? There are two factors which explain why. One, a signal, which is sent by a bio clock. A bio clock creates a day-night signal in a cycle, which tells your body that wakey wakey and sleeping time. It also controls your emotions, body temperature, calorie burn rate, hormone secretion, and others. And two, a brain chemical substance called melatonin. It works like a bullhorn in your brain telling you that it's time to sleep, darling. While we were sleeping, the concentration of this substance was decreased into morning. During daytime, the brain stops producing it temporarily, and it would do it again when the sun sets. The concentration will reach its maximum during midnight, and the cycle continues. Before we get into section 2 and 3, let me introduce you two types of sleeping first because certainly mentioned. One, non-rapid eye movement or an REM, and I will call it NREM. This type occurs mostly in deep sleep. And two, rapid eye movement or REM, as I call it REM, which mostly occurs while taking a nap. Okay, now you know those two. Let's keep digging. Into the section 2, let's talk about the benefits of sleep. Well, we all know that sleeping is beneficial to everyone, both NREM and REM type. First, the most important key is memory. Sleeping proves that it helps you with your memory both before studying to ready your brain to create new memories and after studying for sealing these memories tight and unforgettable. Another benefit of sleeping is it helps your brain clear and empty, ready for storing your new memories. It doesn't make your brain dead, or some people might say sleep to forgetting something. Which you might think that's bad, yes, but actually no. Forgetfulness has a small benefit if you look closely and think about it. It works not only in removing our stored memory, but also downgrade our memory resources level to recall memories you wish to, which helps you easily recalling them. Lastly, about creativity. Sleeping makes you creating a night theater, which helps your brain try to take the test of connecting big and various information together as one. Man, that feels like a crossover and a fusion of my drawings. I'm not exaggerating, but it's true, and that's what I do. This creates a bizarre problem-solving skills, which your brain in an awakening state would never do such a thing. This can occur in REM sleep only. Entering section 3, about dreams, which occurred only in REM. Sorry, in REM, but you can't do it, honey. And every time you dream, you are slowly becoming a psycho. If you don't believe it, oh, you will. Because Professor Walker had already told us the reason why. One, when you dream, you cannot see what's out there, or hallucinations. Two, you believe about impossible things, or delusions. 3, you're confused about people, time, and place. You can't catch the beginning of the end. 4. You have an extreme mood swings or emotional instability. And 5. Ooh, this is a good one. When you wake up, you have already forgotten what was happening back there, or maybe remember a little bit. It is called amnesia. Actually, this sounds really bad, but it doesn't matter. Of all the things you heard, you think you might need to see a psychological cure. Stop right there. Do not make a move. Because REM sleep and dreaming are all going together. It's a normal biological and psychological process. Let's just say it's normal and it has to have it, okay? Good. Now on to the next section. Entering the last section, or section 4, talk about somnus. We have sleep attack, paranoia, dream enchantment, insomnia, somnambulism, and others. Let's talk about somnambulism. Somnambulism is a somnus deformation which related to ambulation. This condition occurs from normal cases of sleepwalking, sleep talking, unusual cases of sleep eating, sleep testing, sleep masturbation, and worst of all, sleep murdering. Gosh. Many people believe that somnambulism occurs in REM. You are wrong, sir. It occurs only on NREM. About sleep murdering case. It occurred in 1987. Mr. Kenneth Parks, aged 23, had murdered his mother-in-law with a kitchen knife and attempted to murder his father-in-law by suffocating until he has lost his consciousness. When he's awoken, he drove to the police station, gave himself up, and confessed himself on his case. He said, "I think I have just murdered someone. My hands." Due to Mr. Parks had remembered the situation quite uncertain. Also, he didn't have any motivation to commit a crime and no sleepwalking history recorded. The defendant declared that Mr. Kenneth Parks had committed murder during his sleep and was in severe sleepwalking state. From this case, and before we change the topic, let me say that I don't have any intention to revile the perpetrator. We tell this event as a case study. And finally, my condolences to the victim's family. I'm truly sorry for your loss. Alright, up to the next topic. I shall discuss about the factors which cause insomnia. First, blue light from electronic devices. Nowadays, people always stare at iPads, smartphones, computers, and any technology. When you read a book or do anything, you have to read from these. Reading ebooks on iPad reduces your melatonin production rate up to 50%, and those blue lights affect your sleep in 3 ways. 1, you lose your REM sleep in huge quantity. 2, you feel less energetic and more sleepy. And 3, melatonin increase will be slowed down for 90 minutes, and it will keep going until you stop playing those devices. There's a solution to that problem, but it's quite challenging because it is everywhere. The solution are 1, try to open the dim light. 2, don't use room lights at the ceiling or on the walls. No, too bright. 3, wear yellow lens glasses. Actually, there's a blue light filter in glasses, but yellow lens glasses is better. Trust me. And 4, use an opaque curtains. And 5, turn off all of your electronic devices. Unless it has night mode, it can help your eye care. Okay, before I go, let me share you 12 tips to help you sleep really efficient. What are those? Let's go. 1, uphold your sleep and waking time strictly. For example, you sleep at 11 p.m. and wake at 8 a.m. Do that every day. 2, exercise is good, but don't do it too early before bed. At least 30 minutes is fine. 3, avoid caffeine and nicotine drinks such as tea, coffee, and Coke. You can drink it, but not during late afternoon. 4, avoid any alcoholic beverages at all costs before sleeping. 5, avoid big meals, but small treats are fine. 6, if it's possible, try to avoid any medicine which delays or interrupts your sleep. 7, don't take a nap after 3 p.m. 8, relax. Do some activities such as reading a book or listening to some music. 9. Take a bath in hot or warm water before bedtime. So does shower. 10. Make your bedroom dark, cold, and no high-tech devices. 11. Receive a sufficient amount of sunlight. Get some natural sunlight about 30 minutes is fine. But don't you dare take a sunbath in Thailand at 12 o'clock or noon. Not only you can not sleep, but also you become a roasted human. And 12. Don't sleep with your eyes open for 20 minutes. If you have that, after that, try to take a walk or do anything to calm yourself down. Don't be stressed. Chill. Okay, that's it, and that's all. Until next time.
Thank you so much for listening to this podcast. I hope this podcast will make a great benefit to you. Feel free to criticize, both good or bad, if you wish. And if you like it, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, ZhaoYunTH, Big Z, H, A, O, Big Y, U, N, Big T, and Big H. That's it. Thank you again, and I'll see you in the next episode. Bye-bye.